Good Lord. What's up, guys? I haven't done a video in a while. I've been feeling a little weird and haven't been able to do vlogs, so here we go with the Q&A video. I honestly haven't done a Q&A video in probably like 8 or 9 months, so I guess it's past due. And now you guys are thinking, oh, he's only doing a Q&A video because he doesn't have anything else to do and he needed a video to go up. But yeah, that's exactly why I'm doing it. The first question is thoughts on Call of Duty World War II. I think it's boots on the ground, and that's all we know about it. So I will be playing it. I've played every single boots on the ground game, and I liked every single boots on the ground game. Once we went to jetpacks, I realized that I liked them. I'm excited. I'm going to be playing it, which is going to be weird because it's the first time in 4 years that I will be actively playing the game that all of the professional players are playing. It's gonna be weird. It'll be a lot of fun though. Al the Prophet with a very important question: whatever happened to the Flycast? I will let you guys direct that over to the Flycast manager, who is Nick Kirshner. It goes on his channel, so everybody go ask him. It's on him. I don't have anything to do with it really, except some things. This is from Drake. He said, what is one piece of content that you wish you could make, and also, do you miss the main stage game / UMG days? One piece of content I wish I could make, eventually I'm going to make, it's not that I wish I could make it, one day I'm gonna make a full-length project, like a documentary series or a full-length documentary, like an hour and a half, 2 hour long thing. Dedicate like a year or two to it. That's something that I want to do. I have an idea of what I'm going to do about that, and the brainstorming session should be starting really soon for that. So I spent a lot of my life trying to get to this point in my life, dedicated, years and grinded and planned out and set goals for myself and really like lived for a purpose. And then I got here and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of awesome. I worked really hard. I learned a lot. And now after doing this for like a year and a half, it's kind of time for me to start figuring out what to do next, as far as that drive and that passion that I used to feel when I was working at Walgreens, and and dedicate it towards a big project like trying to do media full time, and especially do it here, which is the best possibility, the best option. It wasn't even my dream job because I never knew it was even attainable, but then we got here, and now I have a few other passions and a few other goals that are slowly creeping their way into my brain and into my futuristic goals. So that's what I'm gonna start working on pretty soon. Also, do I miss the UMG main stage days? Not really, to be honest. I love UMG and I loved main stage. I loved working for them, but it was never really something that I wanted to do the entire time. It was fun to be that passionate about Call of Duty way back in the day, especially while I was grinding it and really finding my passion for everything with media. But as far as what I'm doing now, geared towards more of all esports, not just Call of Duty, it's a lot more fun. It's kind of what I wanted to do when I first started EGB back in the day. We tried to have like a central hub for every game that was dealing with competitive video games. And now to go full circle, to go only Call of Duty for a little while, and then come full circle, and now, obviously we're dealing with Counter-Strike, Gears, Call of Duty, and Halo. In Optic, it's just a lot of fun. It's literally the perfect, I guess, recipe of what I wanted to do. So Marble asks, what's the most awkward time you ever had to take a number 2? Senior graduation? From high school? It's pretty hard to hold it. Tristan says, what's the most underrated character from The Office? I would have to say Mose. Mose is the most underrated character. Nick, or Top Ducky, says, how do you feel about the current state of Halo eSports coming from a spectator's point of view? It sucks. I've said this before, ESL is, and the Pro League system that they have over at ESL is amazing for players. It gives players full-time, the ability to play video games full-time, make a living off of it for the time being, but it is really, really bad for spectator, you know, events. If you think back to Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3, like we were having finals of tournaments in like a warehouse for, you know, 40 people, and then you look at the last MLG Dallas, which is definitely a worse game as far as Infinite Warfare is concerned, because Black Ops 3 I thought was amazing to watch, and there's literally like thousands of people there. Or hundreds of people there, but it was a lot better. It's a lot better now than it used to be when we were at ESL, because, you know, open events are just a lot more fun to watch. The crowd is crazy. You know, there's people that just come from all over rather than just going to a media production studios and playing for 40 people. Also, this might be a little bit utopian to think, but like, I think that console esports are not meant to be played, you know, individually or separate from each other. I think MLG, old school MLG events should have set the pace for what console esports are supposed to be. Have a Halo tournament and a Call of Duty tournament, a Gears tournament, a Smash tournament, all in one venue, all at one time, so we can all support each other. I mean, it's what we need. You know, you can't take Halo, who is averaging, you know, 20,000 viewers a tournament, and seclude them even further and make it like a professional studio grade tournament. It can't survive that. There's not as much of a drive for it. You know, next thing you know, they're gonna transition from Twitch and throw like competitive Halo, who's playing live in front of 30 people on YouTube, streaming it on YouTube because it makes more money for the esport, but nobody's watching it. It's very important. There's like a thin line between what makes more money for the esport and what is healthy for the esport. And obviously it's easy to say that from anyone that doesn't know anything behind the scenes business-wise that goes on in the esports, but that's just the ultimate problem with console esports. I've been talking for a very long time, I'm sorry. All right, Golf Rocker 1230 says, the defining moment in your life or career. 3 things come to mind. Obviously, the passing of my father was a definitely super defining moment. Changed my life forever. I was a completely different person prior to that, and then after that, you know. After that, I would say the moment that I got the call that I'm moving into the house. It changed my life forever for a second time. I've always said that those 2 moments changed my life forever. And then a third time as far as career is the day that I uploaded my 100K video and joined Optic on the same day. That day kind of like turned my career in like a different direction. I spent a lot of time on that video, a lot of preparation and a lot of hype towards that. And you know, it felt amazing just to get that out there. So that's pretty much that. Favorite Bo Burnham song? I'm gonna say the end of his last stand-up routine. I think it was called What? And the video, or the song is like Can't Really Handle This. It's like amazingly funny and insanely deep all at the same time. I love Bo Burnham. Druid says, when you did the Smash or Pass video, were you already talking to Sam? No, we were not talking at the time. And that video is not why we started talking, contrary to popular and gossip belief. We just started, you know, we met a little bit after that, and, you know, kind of hit it off from there. And it's kind of funny to think back about it. We tease each other about that video a lot. Luke Lishman with a little bit of a serious question. Do you believe in God? I've never really talked about it on my YouTube channel that much, or maybe a few times, but yeah, I grew up Christian for a very long time. I actually have a cross tattooed on my arm, shoulder, this area, in honor of my father. So yeah, it's always been a big part of my life. Josh Garcia says, would you and Mick ever rap battle? I've asked him if he wanted to, and he's pretty scared. So I know I tried, guys. I think it would be a great video. I even offered to put it on his channel, but he said he didn't want to get beat that badly on his channel. He didn't want to look bad for his own viewers. So, you know, it is what it is. But if anybody else would like to rap battle, just let me know. We can make it happen. I'm gonna end with this one. Gramps, best vision moment and worst vision moment. I would say the best vision moment, it's either one of 2 things, both in season 3 too. It's definitely when TJ sat down, which is like the obvious answer. Definitely when TJ sat down in Crossroads Everyone went crazy. The chat went wild. In The Distance, which is the name of the episode, I did a pretty crazy edit for the Astralis match, and I actually go back and watch it every once in a while. I go back and watch that entire episode. I think that might be my favorite vision, is The Distance, and I go back and watch those 2 moments a lot. The worst moment in Vision, I'm gonna come from this as the person who edits Vision and makes Vision. It was either the Pomage interview in episode 4, I think, or it was the Nadeshot interview. I interviewed Nadeshot on the couch, and the audio that I used was just peaking the entire time, and I think his head is like a little bit, it's like a weirdly like situated interview. And then there's also an interview where Pomage, it's like in one of the episodes, I don't know which one it is, but Pomage is sitting on his bed and the camera's like a million miles away, and I don't even think he's in focus, and the audio is just peaking the entire time. It's actually pretty awful. So those are probably the 2 moments where I go back and watch it and I'm like, that is pretty gross. One thing that I am thinking about doing is like a 24-hour stream or something like that, where we start at episode 1 and just watch every single episode. Maybe I'll do that whenever we finish season 3. Just like a Vision and Chill stream. I don't know, we'll see. But that is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching this Q&A video. And I'm going to get back to a little bit more exciting videos and definitely vlogs coming soon. Just gotta get back into the swing of things. Gotta feel a little bit better. All the other excuses I could possibly have. My name is Hitch. Another day, another video. We'll see you next time.